Okay, so last week we spoke about quitters, settlers, and achievers. But this week we'll be talking about how you can move from just being a quitter to being an achiever. That's what we're focusing on. Most times people are usually stuck in the quitting mode because of fear. They don't want to make mistakes. They are too scared about what people would think. They are too scared about what people would say. They are too scared of tripping and falling into the mud. So instead, they just turn their back ASAP because of the fear. But the first thing you need to realize is fear is normal. Fear is like a default response of our brain to anything we give to it. Fear, especially when the thing is new. There was a day myself and a friend took a walk. She saw someone walking on the road with a bike, wanted to ride it, and she was like, "Hey, hi, I like a bike, blah blah blah." So while she was riding it, I got scared. Is she not going to fall down? And she was riding it on the road. She was like, "What if a shuttle just comes?" And I was like, "Guy." And she rode it, and she was safe, and everything was smooth. If she had allowed fear hold her back, she wouldn't have done that. She wouldn't have enjoyed it. She wouldn't have enjoyed that moment. And then years or days down the line or weeks down the line, she would be like, "I wish I had just rode the bike." As little as that may be, it may cost her a joy for a couple of days because she'll be, "Oh, I wish I had just done this." So the first thing is realize that normally our brain's response to anything is negative. Like it's always negative. ASAP. So the second thing you want to do is, like I said, ask yourself, if I don't do this now, years from now, weeks from now, hours from now, won't I wish I had done it? Once you've been able to answer this question, the third thing you want to do is jump. Now, what I mean by jump is, let's say you're standing on a table now, and then you look down and you're like, "Okay, it's not so far." Or you look down and it's like, "Oh my god, it's so far." If you had just stayed on the table and just jumped, you'd have just realized, "Oh, it's just a table, it's not so far afterwards." So it's just jump and take actions. What are the things you need to do? Do them ASAP. The things you can think of first, do them. You don't have to sort everything out immediately. Just jump. Because the longer you stay, I've said this before, the longer you stay, the more reasons you have not to do what you want to do. So what you want to do is just jump. So as long as you've thought about that thing before and you have been able to seclude your sentiments from it, you're so sure that what you're trying to do is not just a rash decision, then just jump. You're trying to make, let's say you just lost your job and you want to start your own business, and you're thinking about it. You're like, what if? Don't just leave the what ifs. There are always going to be what ifs. What you just have to do is just start. Jump as far as your legs can take you. Just jump. Whatever it is that you can cover at that moment, sort those things out ASAP. So you want to start your own, let's say you want to start cooking food for people. Immediately just cook this food. Hi, also I made this food and I would like you to taste it. Can I bring it over to your place? Fine. Send it to the place, and next time they're like, "That your food," and I'm like, "Actually, that was just a testing period for me. I'm actually a personal chef and all of that." And they're like, "Oh, really? Okay, so I need this," and you started your company. But if you were taking so much time planning it, you are never going to start. Or you might start, you might just take a longer time starting. So just jump. So when you've jumped, what you now want to do is, once you've started, along the line, try to get things sorted out. Don't try to get everything sorted out at the beginning. Try to get them sorted out as you go. Now, when you know if you're not progressing is if you still do the same things, make the same mistakes as you did when you just started. If you are still struggling with the same issues as you did when you just started. So when you jump, the next thing you want to do is start sorting things out as you're going. Start sorting things out as you're moving. So you take one step, look, and you're like, okay, fine. Then you go. But don't try to sort everything out before you start out. Start it out as you go. So when you've done that, the next thing you want to do is give it time. You're working out for a while and it's just tiring. It's getting tiring and all of that. You're not expecting that you have 6 packs in one day, 6 packs in one day. You're not expecting that your body becomes built in one day. It's not possible. You give it time to work out. Another reason people quit is because it somehow feels like there's no result. There's no tangible result. You're reading a book and then it's looking like the book is not having any effect on you. You're expecting that your mind is supposed to have changed overnight. It doesn't work like that. It takes time. So it takes time, and people who are achievers understand this and usually give things time, enough time to grow. So when you've done all of that, what you want to do now is begin to realize what is working and what is not working. What is working and what is not working. These are things that you're doing and it is not working. Stop them. These are things that you are doing and it is working. Then focus on those ones. Focus on the ones that are working and begin to drop the things that are not working. But one thing, you should just always make sure that you are ready to give it time and you are better than the you were yesterday. Just always make that, like, always let your aim be, I want to be better than the version I was yesterday. So are you going to just see the transformation immediately? No. But when you give it time, it was recently I realized that there are certain things about me that changed, but they didn't just change overnight. Like, why the changes were occurring, I did not notice. It was just recently when I was ruminating and thinking about myself, and then I realized so many things have changed. So when you give it time, you would begin to now see results. So don't quit when you get scared. Only quit when it's not working. Quit when it is not working. Quit when you can see it ahead of you, that, like, it's not from a place of fear. You've been able to, you can tell that, okay, this is not the right way. Then you quit. But don't quit because of fear. Don't quit because you're not seeing results. It takes results. It takes time for results to come. I know people who when they started Forex, they were in debt when they were, but they continued and now they are big boys, bro. They're flexing. So, and I know other people who started companies and they are doing okay now. When they started, it was struggle, and they're doing okay now. People would work so hard for 4 years, work so hard for years, and you're like, how are they having, and you want to have the same result as they are? No. Give it time. Do you understand? And that's how achievers do. And another thing, the last thing you want to do is, when you already found out what works and what doesn't work, and then you are clinging to the one that works, you might want to now have routines, schedules, plans. This is what I will do from this time to this time. So to keep your head in the game, so that you don't go off track. This is what I'm going to do. This is when I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to do it. You begin to plan and sort every strand out, every strand of the hair out. You got me, yeah? And that's all for today, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.